And he's going to have to bring it against this guy who's won a majority of the Tier 1s this 2025-2026 season.
They're going to have to throw everything against each other, including the kitchen sink. It's going to be fantastic. Super Saturday. And remember, folks, this is the first semifinal. After this one, immediately after, Cain Wazelenchuk will take on Rodrigo Montoya in the other semifinal. And remember, the finals are today. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Super Saturday, and we end on a Saturday. We're about to begin. Brian, I'm excited. You're excited. We're ready to go.
Absolutely. And it looks like Conrrado saying his prayers as he traditionally does. Love the authenticity of this Bolivian phenom himself. We've seen him come through. And we've got head referee Alan Nater, who's playing some inspiring ball himself. Very familiar.
Rodri.
And here we go. The ball's been called in play. We've got sideline referees of Jaime Martel on the left and Lalo Portillo, two top touring pros as well.
0 serving 0. Remember, the record between these two is CONRRADO Moscoso 2-0. The last time they met was in Sioux Falls earlier this year at the Lewis Drug Program. Inside out, backhanded shot by Flores.
That's a good start. Obviously, we didn't see Conrrado put much pace on it. I think he's going to locate the serve before he starts cranking, work himself into this. He's not playing doubles, so really this is a good chance to see the very best out of both these players as they're both not playing doubles.
Head referee Alan Natera, sideline judges Jaime Martel and Lalo Portillo.
A little cross shot finish there. Finds the nick in the corner. Flores didn't quite track it.
Even though the speed and the style of these players is at such a pace, I'm anticipating, Brian, a chess match. They're going to be very careful. They're going to be very selective of their shots, and they're going to be very, very decisive.
Yeah. That's tough.
Right. Cross-court shot by Flores.
Yeah, a lot of what this matchup would remind me of is like maybe in the 90s, late 90s, mid-90s, even in the early 90s when you would see Swain and Sudsy play each other, but more the duo that I like to watch play each other were Ellis and Sudsy. So just a lot of rocketing, moving, diving. That's so good.
And maybe we're going to see something different today, Brian, because, 2-0 again is a record between Conrrado, leading Flores their series. But maybe Jonathan is shifting to a new gear. He just won, the Shamrock Shootout about a month ago. Maybe this is the gear that he needs to motivate himself to beat Moscoso finally.
And a lot of greats, it was like their first win is either going to be in that Chicago area, ironically enough. But like you said, the first 2 times they play, he doesn't have the Tier 1 experience of winning and getting through a draw. And he didn't do it because of forfeits. He had to take out former Tier 1 victors. So it was just an incredible win. Plus, he won that Tier 2 stop in Oregon against Cunha. So he's got the experience now as he plays his countrymen.
It's a skip. Flores tried to go for that cross court. He missed that shot.
And this is a unique situation, too, for Conrrado. Yes, he's the guy wearing the crown in Bolivia right now, but I think he respects the power that Flores can play with. They're almost evenly matched there. Might be a few more miles per hour that Conrrado has when he really cranks, but it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches Jonathan, seeing that the power is neutral here.
And one thing that I like about Conrado's game, he's never one to underestimate any opponent whatsoever. He approaches them not just with intensity, but also with respect. So he's not going to intimidate Flores at all. Good high lob serve to the right.
Beautiful second serve.
It's a skip by Moscoso.
And even when he skips, he's hitting that ball so flush on his racket. We joked about this during the quarterfinals, or at least I did. It's like you can watch Flores and Moscoso, and if you've never played, you'd be like, oh, that looks easy. I can do, because they make it look so fluid. And Fabio, I'm so amped. there's got to be so many people, so many great fans in Bolivia and South America that are watching because of these.
Oh,
two.
you think? They're going to break the internet in Bolivia.
Good. Oh! That is a punishing backhand cross court from Flores.
It's a power shot from the backhand cross court.
Just no respect for the ball's life at all. And it's 1 serving 2. This is game number 1.
Powerful. Down the line, backhanded by Flores.
Yeah, everything is set up with the beautiful angle. So he's combining power and angle on that serve. And when you can get someone like Moscoso who doesn't get a ball that he wants to tee off on, you've done service to your serve. Beautiful finish.
Wow, excellent serve to the right.
And it's got to be that perfect against a style player who's so quick-twitched on the ball like Moscoso is.
And I love the fact that he went for his forehand, not his back. He respects his backhand a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised that we see more shots to the forehand. Screen serve. Head referee Alan Atera, I can't imagine the pressure he's on.
Yeah, you've got to be quick with it. But, you know, Alan plays at this level. Didn't get the result he wanted in this tournament. But I'll tell you what, he's looking good post-injury.
It's a skip by Moscoso.
And that's a miss at this level that Moscoso can't afford. The last thing you want to give someone who's just 20 years old, playing for the fun of it, you know, doesn't really quite understand the temperature the way CONRRADO's had to look at it. Those are gimmies you can't have here. Wow.
Great pass again, wide angle. And, you know, that's what's going to happen, you know, adding to what you said, Brian. I think the key factor here for both of these gentlemen is going to be unforced errors. They need to avoid them as much as they can because they're not going to forgive one.
And I think, too, with the style court that we're on and the power that they can have beyond the serve, both of them need to mitigate getting their first serve in. Like, you can't be having too much of that. Get a rhythm going. Wow, good step.
Oh, that's the unforced error we're talking about. CONRRADO, no surprise there. He charged against the front wall to attack that and go for the pinch. But Jonathan read it like a book, but he made the unfortunate mistake. He tried to go down the line. He skipped it. That's the unforced error.
Yeah, and this is actually good news for the fans because we see Flores. He's probably at about 90% of what his game can do. He's got a few more bumps to go up. But CONRRADO's actually not playing at his level just yet.
Not yet. He's not in sixth gear.
Tough.
Wow.
That's better.
Beautiful shot.
That's a healthy shot. And he tightens up as he trails 3-5 here in game number 1. And the score definitely reflects. So a shot like that is what we expect from Moscoso. It is a pressure shot that he handled really well as he was trailing by 3, now down by 2.
That was very close to skipping. It just bounced.
The serve moved with some decent pace, and so Flores, as he hit it, he kind of came over the top of it, gave it some topspin, but he put such a good slap on it that still comes out quite nicely. But you see early signs of frustration. He realizes Flores is playing better than him right now.
Wow, what a good down-the-line pass by Moscoso. What a great environment, Brian. There's a lot of crowd here, a lot of activity. Indoor play and outdoor play starts today as well.
Let's go. We brought a ringer in for this one. I'm going to be playing with Pratt here.
There you
See
go.
if we can get the job done. That guy had a heck of a tournament. Tough. That's a good rally
cross.
right there. You got to get it together.
Yeah, I love that.
And we're going to see a replay on this.
It's going to replay that.
Look at this. Just good jousting in the middle. Good pin. She's on it. And Flores with the misdirection cross court. Really good stuff. And the explosive steps to get Flores back into that rally as he went cross court on the right was incredible. The hard work pays off. He's back in the box at 5, serving 3. So he's trying to find the range on this high lob nick to the backhand. See if he mixes it up or maybe dial it in a little bit better. He's going to stick with it. It's coming off hard.
That's a skip.
And Moscoso gets away with one there. You know,
Yeah.
Fabio, he left it up. Flores really hasn't dialed in a second serve here. Moscoso's got a few looks. And if he keeps it up, he's going to allow Moscoso to massage his way back into this. And then a miss like that just kind of allows Moscoso to breathe as he's trailing 3-5.
Humidity has been a factor throughout this tournament, but right now it's still early. It's not humid, so the conditions should be perfect right now inside the court.
Ooh.
That's a miss hit by Moscoso. He clipped the right wall. He tried to go down the line, and Flores was there.
Yeah, and you're just seeing, I mean, Flores has done such a good job. Although his second serve and first serve are struggling at this part of the game, he's done a great job of keeping Moscoso off balance. And I think what it is we talked about it, this is a whole nother level of power that not many players can produce the style that they can. So this is, you know, it's kind of a one-of-a-kind look. Kane is in this level, obviously, and Jake as well.
Boom. Down the line winner.
Montoya actually plays with this kind of power as well.
Yes.
And it was cool to watch Alan Natera actually just, he can crank at this level too.
He can. High lob to the right. Between the legs. Skip is called by Moscoso.
Close.
You know, I love how they look at their camp and just see if they can appeal and get the support they need to appeal.
Yeah, and he's going to have to look at everything right now because his game, we're going to say that maybe at best he's playing 80%. The inconsistencies are the reflection of the score here from Moscoso. But Flores needs to gas it because you're not going to – eventually Moscoso is going to figure it out. He's going to start playing at his level.
Oh,
boy.
That's an ace. That's a nasty serve to the right.
Yes, it is. And that's going to double Moscoso's score. Flores now leading 6-3 in game number 1 here in our first semifinal at the Players' Championship at Los Cap Sports Village.
It's a skip from Moscoso.
I imagine a timeout's coming here pretty soon because not a whole lot's working for Moscoso. He feels off balance, not returning serves. He's not taking care of the second serve. That should be a setup for him. He's got to bear down here because this can get out of hand quick.
I like that Flores is taking his time to serve.
7-3. Wow.
Just out of the reach. Great effort. You know, here's the thing, kids, when you're watching at home, Jonathan Flores is still in the junior division in Bolivia.
Stop it.
He will play in the IRF Junior Worlds this year still, and he's still a junior.
Yeah, he's the reason we had to create the Centurion division. Okay?
There you
so
go.
the rest of us can feel okay about playing.
Yeah.
Period. Nonetheless, wicked cross court there from Moscoso. A little bit of emotion behind that one. He understands He's trailing right now and needs to find something.
Excellent serve by Moscoso.
There he
Powerful.
goes.
He needs to make a statement with that shot. Just remind Flores who he is, what he's capable of.
And he got a fortunate break on that serve. It kind of did something weird in the background, but these are iconic courts here at Los Cab. All concrete with a glass back wall. The fan is on, so it's not a slide ball from it being wet in there, but he just puts so much pace on it. Takes a couple backhands, but finishes here. Tightens the lead. He trails. Second serve, and I believe we are at 4-7. Thank you guys for joining us online, Fabio.
Yeah.
They can share this feed, right?
Oh, of course.
Beautiful.
Great get. Replay is called. I think it's a good call.
It is. I'm kind of bummed there, Moscoso, but I also understand, too, he hasn't played that well, so maybe he just needs to reset here. But essentially, he has the whole court with Jonathan boxing out a shot. And it just gives you a glimpse into where Moscoso is mentally. He's just got to find himself in this match.
Just out of the reach.
Yeah, a touch of a mishit, so when the ball hit, it kind of squibbed a little bit to the left. Moscoso definitely had a beat on it, but he can't be feeling good about how the shot's landing right now. He's hitting with good power, but the ball's carrying off the front wall as opposed to staying low and bouncing twice before that first solid line.
Short.
You know, Fabio, we talked about this, you, Kerry, and I talked, can Flores beat Moscoso? And I said there's a level, right? Because you think there's this air of respect. Countryman, I looked up to him. I'm a product of. I got to watch him play. But the truth is, now that he's won that Tier 1 event, there's a whole new level we're going to see here from Flores that we haven't seen those first two times they met.
And not just that. I mean, the first time they were here in the RT was in Pleasanton last year. And it went to tiebreaker. I believe 11-7 was the score.
Mm-hmm.
That's in favor of Moscoso. So Moscoso took the first one. He lost the second one. He came back to win the third. And then in the Lewis Drug program this year, it was 2-0 Moscoso. But there's a level right there that Jonathan can hit. Down the line.
Better.
Perfect. Talk about a clean and healthy shot, Brian.
Absolutely. Just a freight train down the right side line, and that's more appropriate for the level that Moscoso can play, the shots he can produce. And that's essentially, it's Plum City, though, as well. We can't get too excited. It's not like it's from 38 back, sitting in the bleachers.
Yeah.
That's definitely not where Flores wants Moscoso teeing off. Moscoso back in the box at 4-7. Tough.
That's a side wall, front wall kill. It's a good serve by Moscoso. It kind of hit the wall on the side and the back.
And this is what I talked about with Flores. If he hangs out too long and doesn't gas the pedal, Moscoso is going to find his range in this match. So definitely a little bit of a, hanging in the balance here in game number 1.
That's Moscoso doing what he does best, charging the front court and just pummeling that ball down. Very rarely are you going to see Moscoso miss those shots. 6-7 is the score. So Moscoso catching up slowly but surely. He's within 1.
And he was able to find it without taking a timeout in that crucial part when he was down 3-7. Now he's 1 point away from tying up game number 1. 6-7.
No doubt about it, right there. That's a statement as well. Cannot afford to miss those shots.
And you can just feel it. He's swinging within himself now. you know, he's opted away from trying to power Jonathan down the lines because his shots aren't staying down, so he's just swinging within himself, knowing he produces natural power. We're tied up here at 7-7. First semifinal of the Players' Championship.
Second serve.
And a late call, but the right call from head referee Alan Natera. I guess this high on the right side wall lob is what he's going to stick with here. Oh, he's got to read that.
He was expecting it.
Yeah, so, and this is the pressure, right? And this, we talk about racquetball being a game of streaks. Flores allowed Moscoso to hang around too much. You know, why do I need a higher first serve percentage? Why does a second serve need to be somewhat effective? And why do I need to put the ball down? Because this is what happens. And just like that, Fabio, Moscoso has taken the lead 8-7. Beautiful. Oh, boy.
And now 9-7. Moscoso's just punishing that ball and not forgiving Jonathan. So Jonathan is going to think about this one. A timeout should be close.
It's a 6-point run right now.
Yeah.
And so am I calculating that? I'm sure he's thinking more like, oh, my gosh, what happened here? He might be a little too much in between the ears here because he's definitely even hesitating on where to be positioned right now.
If CONRRADO scores a point here, Jonathan should take a timeout.
Yep.
There you go. CONRRADO just being compelling. No more unforced errors on his behalf. 10 serving 7.
He's going to ride the wave, right?
Yeah.
I was wrong. I shouldn't say I was wrong. It was on offer for Moscoso to take a timeout with a 4-point as Jonathan was increasing his lead. He found a way. Flores is going to try to do the same thing here. But I'm with you, Fabio. I'd call maybe a timeout. I would have called it last
I would have called it, yeah. Beautiful shot. What a wraparound. Jonathan, look at his body language right now. And there you go. There you have it, folks. Timeout taken by Jonathan Flores. Please take a 1-minute break, and we will return here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. And, Brian, I got to tell you, Los Cab, a legendary club. You said it before. The best of the best have been here.
Absolutely. Everyone from Dr. Bud, Charlie Brumfield. We've had the Peck brothers. We've had Sudsy. We've had Swain, Ellis, you name it, Roberts, and the list goes on and on. All the California locals that were in the Pro Tour, like Dale Valentine, Chris Crowther. You know, we've seen it all out here, man. And obviously, the man, the myth, the emblem that you see here, Rocky Carson. We've got to watch him grow up in this sport. And now we're in the era of Kane, and we're seeing what the next gen has to offer with these two Bolivian phenoms.
And let's not forget about the ladies. LPRT used to do pro stops here as well. Has some of the legendary ladies on tour. Shout out to the LPRT. Moscoso with the serve. Short serve. Wow, that was close.
Looked like it hit just on the line. That's a great Hawkeye, and really that's the best position for the up top. You're going to see if it crosses the line. Everything else is going to be a little bit harder. especially at this pace.
And that's the difference. This tournament, the referee is upstairs. Not every tournament that happens.
He's in the eagle's nest.
Ooh.
Ooh, almost.
That was close. Moscoso, great effort. I got to hand it to him.
And just a little more work that Flores had to do there. He had a couple good looks, was on a second serve.
Want to thank also the 2026 Players Championship sponsors, gold level sponsors, KRP Trucking, Sunny Cali Ranch, Los Angeles Legal Solutions, Prime Care, Bristol Warner Marketplace, and also our silver sponsors, Rayers Roofing, Rainstorm Group, Frank Hotels, JMB, Real del Valle Tequila, Carson Fitness, and Zeal. Thank you so much. Make sure to visit them online in the social media. Drop them a like, share a comment. Please support those who support us.
Gosh, I love the way you roll your R's. They're great.
Comes with the territory, my friend. Whoa.
Oh, boy. He's got to get out of this mind frame. You can see it when your body, when you're outwardly projecting what I call the pout.
Yes.
You need to clean it up at this stage. And I get it. It's frustrating. That's a gimme shot. That's something he's killed probably 9 times out of 10. It's the first one he skips. It just comes at a bad time as he needs nothing but a stage comeback as he gave up a 7-3 lead. Moscoso now in the box, having found himself in this match. 4 points ahead at 11-7. He is 4 points away from victory. And you're going to see a lot of towel timeouts here on these courts.
We got divers here. We got runners. We got everything.
But it's the California community. So as much as it might be nuanced or even aggravating for our friends watching online, when you actually get to play and you get to be at this event and know that this is part of the prestige that comes along with, or I should say the gambit that comes along with playing at Los Cab, all concrete walls, California humidity, and it's got those just enough space on the side wall between the floor and the wall. It's a whole new court to play on.
Good effort, not enough. Jonathan's looking at the referee to see if he can get a
begging.
repeat. He's begging, but I think he did. 12 serving 7 is the score.
This is part of the heartache that comes in playing singles. There's nothing you can really do. No one can come save you. This is you playing you against an opponent.
No doubles, man. Short serve.
We're going to see a second serve here.
And I love how Conrado looked at Kadim Carrasco in his camp, and he just looked at him, and Carrasco just nodded, yes, leave it alone. I love that. Such a difference when you have someone supporting you on your corner. Such a difference.
12-7, second serve here.
A high lob to the right. I love it. It's a perfect shot.
Wow.
Ooh, that cracked on the left.
Just has some nasty pace coming off that forehand of Jonathan Flores. So he's created an uphill climb here for himself to get back into it, but he definitely can. He has the same weapons that Moscoso has, and he's starting to gain the experience that Moscoso has.
It's short.
Really needs a decent second serve here. Better. Oh my God.
Wow. I think that was a little unusual. I mean, I could have sworn he was going to go to the left.
I literally saw Jonathan's shirt up near his trapezius.
Yes.
Flutter as if wind blew through a curtain. I don't know how he produced that angle. Unreal. Beautiful.
Sidewall, front wall.
And once again, so here's Moscoso in the same position Flores had when he lead, where he's allowing Flores to hang around for a little bit to figure it out. Shots like that will help Flores get out of the slump that he's in right now. But nothing is more important than Flores getting this first serve in. His serving percentage has gone way down.
skip.
And Fabio, that's my point right there. It's
Yeah.
like not the greatest serve. You never want your serve coming off the back wall, let alone hit a sidewall, slow down pace, allow someone to get a look at it. But just by getting the first serve in after so many short serves, he didn't get the greatest return from Moscoso. So if I'm Flores, I'm thinking, okay, I do need to sharpen this up, but most importantly, get my serve in. Okay.
Powerful. What a response.
Wouldn't have challenged the forehand, but his journey, not mine. Especially with that, not so much angle on it. Almost had a man down in the crowd. People are crawling over each other to get in. Is it wrong of me to just want to see the guy fall completely down the whole cascade of stairs?
I mean, it's a narrow stair. I do get that. You need to kind of walk on it sideways instead of front.
I'm here for the show, man.
I think the crowd needs to realize that's like climbing the pyramid of Chichen Itza in Yucatan. You have to walk on it sideways.
Yeah. So Moscoso adds to his lead. He's 2 points away from closing out game number 1. It's 13 serving 7.
And you know what I'm excited about? We've seen both of these players. They have come back to win matches from insurmountable odds.
Yeah, and it's actually 13-8, pardon me.
Yeah.
He did get that serve in that we talked about. Moscoso as well here looking for something. He's had a lot of success with the drive serve to the backhand. Is it time for the mix-up? He does. Ooh!
Oh, rough. That was just wicked awesome.
And just the way he buzzards over the forehand, leaves his whole chest facing the ball, back to the wall. It gives him such opportunity to choose many shots. Hard for the opponent to read exactly where he's going to go, and he finishes behind him.
And Moscoso looking at his camp to see what he should do. He gets indications. I love it. Wow.
Doctor, we have a pulse. Does that look like we're about to pull the plug here in game number 1? Moscoso playing some dominating ball here after trailing, not being able to find himself. He is one side out away from being able to serve again for game number 1. But Flores, last chance island here, 8 serving 14. Tough.
Wow, I love it. Flores very calmly. I love how he can go from 6th gear to 2nd gear just like that.
Yeah, I'm not too stoked when he got the serve and he's shooting it cross court. It's becoming very much robotic. I'd much prefer him to go ahead and take his shot there, but it worked out in his favor. Moscoso didn't put it away either. And then, like you said, just the nonchalant walk-off tough shot. Better. Huge.
That's lovely, lovely serve by Flores. Now he's shifting gears. He's in double digits now. 10-14 is the score.
So we're getting signs of life here from the man in orange. Moscoso putting the game on his clock. Flores resets. And this is a big moment here. Can Flores protect the second serve? He produced a pretty good lob nick last time, found the angle he's been looking for, even though Moscoso teed off and almost went straight through him cross court.
Made the effort. Back wall. Can't get to it. Now Moscoso again with another game point opportunity to close this one.
14 serving 10.
And I love the confidence that Moscoso has with his partner, Kadim Carrasco. He's asking him, what should I do? He's asking for, he's giving, it's like a baseball third base coach giving you the signals. I love it.
Yeah, most players here have their camp.
Timeout taken by CONRRADO Moscoso.
Okay,
Players
I
take
dig
a
it.
1 minute break. Very wise of it. And we'll be back here on IRT Live.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are just joining us, we're still in game one. CONRRADO Moscoso took a timeout, leading 14-10. Jonathan Flores took already his timeout earlier. No more timeouts. We're in until the end of game one. Fabio Soto for the RT along with Brian Pineda. We are at the Players' Championship here in Los Cab in Orange County, California. Brian, taking a timeout when you're serving at 14-10, what are your thoughts?
I like it. He takes a breath. He understands. You know, it also what it does too is I think that timeout is more for Jonathan to stir a little bit on what he's going to do. So this is really cool gamesmanship. So yeah, it accomplishes a couple things here. He'll take his time, really kind of be able to discuss with his camp just to kind of get his thoughts out there. He knows what to do, but it gives his camp time to be like, hey, here are my thoughts. What do you think?
Is CONRRADO going to go for an ace, or is he going to go for a shot that will make him get that third shot kill? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think the goal is to get an ace, but I think what he'll do more than anything is just try to get Flores to pop it up so he can tee it off.
Moscoso to the serve for the game.
He hasn't hit a jam yet.
Cross-court winner. Moscoso achieves it. Game one winner. CONRRADO Moscoso 15-10. Players will take a 2-minute break, and we will return here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation. both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American made, family owned.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making. An unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American made, family owned. It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a little prolonged pause at the end of that game one, Jonathan Flores impacted himself on the back to the right wall, so he needed a medical timeout. He's okay to compete again. For those who are just joining us, game number 2, Brian Pineda, Fabio Soto here for the IRT.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to be back. I was over here just getting dizzed out, looking at the outdoor draw. It looks absolutely ridiculous, but more about me. Anyways, really cool to see Flores is okay, you guys. He's back on the court. Crowd's happy to see this one. Immediately following this, we'll give time for the court to air out a touch. And then the next semifinal of Rodrigo Montoya and Kane Waslenchuk will be underway. Flores will be here to serve, and we'll see how these first few points go. He trails. He has an uphill battle. He'll need this game and the next in order to beat Moscoso. Moscoso just needs this one. And a near perfect ball from Moscoso after a little bit of jousting between the two. Definitely more of an elongated rest in between games due to that potential injury Flores could have had. Looks like he's swinging okay, moving okay. Good way to inch into center court. Forces Moscoso to skip there as he could feel Jonathan's breath on his neck getting in position.
Ryan, you know, not too bad. I mean, 15-10. What is the key element here that Flores needs to change?
The drive serve. That'd be the first thing I'd go towards. Now he's playing, you know, he's got a little bit of a mental battle as well, having just collided with the side wall. So he needs a complete reset here. Go back to what gave him that 7-3 lead that he had against Moscoso, which was with that drive serve that was connecting really well, finishing shots well, playing within himself.
That's a skip by Moscoso with that backhanded shot. I'm interested in seeing, and I said it when we began, Moscoso never underestimates any opponent, but after what happened to Flores at the end of game 1, let's see what his psyche shifts into in game 2 versus Flores.
Love it.
Wow. Awesome ace. Hit the crack on the right.
And a similar start that we had first game. He's coming out 2 serving 0. So that's good. So here's the first check mark. Serve is looking good. Now when the serve isn't an ace, how does he respond with serve return kill? Here's his opportunity. Beauty.
That's beautiful. Conrrado was thinking maybe he was going to go down the line, and he went for that reverse pinch. Lovely.
Yeah, we love that. It's and just right in his face too. You know, Moscoso was in decent position, but Flores found himself in Plum City. Just a plethora of possibilities there.
You think that was like Jordan dunking over Bird right there, just in your face shot? Awesome.
Yeah, that would be what I guess what racquetball be right there. You know, this little alley oop and just dunk, smash over your little shack attack. Good dig there from Moscoso. Great get.
Oh, Moscoso with that shot. He just missed it. Wow, what a great effort from JHONATAN Flores.
Yeah, and it was really good, too, because what causes that skip is the presence of mind of Flores to get up, because Moscoso had a beat on it, caught him down, but he scurried like a little squirrel for an acorn. Just scurried there in front of Moscoso, and Moscoso took his eye off the ball to kind of see that shoot. He got up quicker than I anticipated.
Oh, that's a skip. Trying to go cross court. Thought he was going to go down the line. He had the whole right side of the court open.
Yep, and you can see once again, you see a little bit of discontentness there from Flores, knowing that those are the ones like, what can I clean up from that first game? Anything that's on the back wall has got to be a winner. That's a non-negotiable. Nonetheless, Moscoso now looking to get out the Schneid 0-4.
Moscoso sidewall, front wall kill.
Yeah, and a poor shot choice there from Flores. The ball comes off the back wall on a drive serve, and he just doesn't want to move his feet. And just that little bit of settling for a ceiling ball, and Moscoso handles it correctly as any pro would. Kill shot off the Schneid, 1 serving 4.
Moscoso with another unforced error down the line.
Kind of surprised there that he doesn't take the extra step. You know, he has the rights to the forehand there. But good on JHONATAN to hustle. You know, even when he did get his shot, he didn't quite do a lot with it. So once again, just early on here in game number 2, we're just seeing players who are, I wouldn't say guessing, but still trying to figure out the anticipation of what the other person is going to shoot. He's been going to this lob nick to the left side, as he did in game number 1 as his second serve. Struggled to find some consistency. Conrrado, I'd say, found more success getting the side out here. Let's see if he sticks with it. And he does. Good length. That's finally better.
Oh, wonderful shot. Wow. And I honestly thought he was going to go probably down the line to the right, but that beautiful shot just died about a foot from the front wall. Moscoso just staring at it.
Yeah, and that's an homage right there to just how well and how clean he strikes the ball. Not everything has to be with power. It's great maturity in his game to not have to try to muscle it. Tough. Yep, Flores knows he missed the down the line there to really stretch. Like I said, he's becoming robotic with that serve that get to the right side to go cross court again.
1 serving 5. Remember, CONRRADO was down in game 1 as well. And he came back to win it. Good effort by Moscoso.
Flores is a little concerned, and not only myself that it's not a 2-bounce get there, but super close nonetheless. No argument. He gets the result it was intended for, but we'll have a towel cleanup here, Fabio.
Want to take this opportunity to thank the 2026 Players Championship sponsors, our gold level sponsors, KRP Trucking, Sunny Cali Ranch, Los Angeles Legal Solutions, Prime Care, Bristol Warner Marketplace, and also our silver medal sponsors, Reyes Roofing, Rainstorm Group, Frank Hotels, JMB, Real del Valle Tequila, Carson Fitness, and Zeal. Thank you so much for your support, and please make sure to check them out online or on their social media. Drop them a like. Please support those who support us. Thank you so much for your support. Also, remember, like our posts, share our feed, and keep following us on social media. This is Super Saturday. Semifinal coming up next. Kane Wazelenchuk and Rodrigo Montoya, who are already in the house right now looking at this match. They will be facing off each other to go to the final, which is tonight at 6 p.m. in Pacific time.
Give it away. Wow.
Ace serve. Beautiful to the right. Wow. And you talked about that was the key. You said at the beginning, key is good serve to Moscoso.
Got to get it in. Good location, too. You know, we saw it in the last game, too, as he would go to the right side. Good pace on it, but the angle wasn't there. It was just a small step and swing, which is not ideal when you're serving to a player powerhouse like Moscoso. There, he finds it closer to the wall, and he disguises it really well. He's on a good service run here. Wow. And that's big-time racquetball right there. The crowd loves it.
Such good movement and such good pace, and I love how they when they move laterally and they have to dive, covering every inch of that court.
Yeah, and it was really good for Moscoso there. He cleared the house out, had Jonathan coming off the back wall, and Jonathan mixed it up there a little bit. Eventually gets the final say in that rally. Really good athleticism on the right side to not only get there, but in the lunge position, send it cross court for a winner. Here we go. Flores is going to be serving here 7-1, so almost identical to the first game here. Wow.
Oh, my God. What an ace serve. Wonderful. And he's not getting the love he's supposed to get, Flores, with being so smart with those serves. And most of them have, when they become an ace, they're most attacking CONRRADO's forehand.
He's going to try to slow it down here just a little bit, discuss it. So get Flores off his rhythm.
8 serving 1.
Yeah, so this is new territory here for Flores. This is his first 6-point lead. Can he protect it? If I'm Moscoso, I'm definitely prepping for this lob nick to the left. Let's see if Flores sticks with it. Be good for a changeup, really. He'll stick with it. Beautiful. Gets what he wants. Oh, no. Hate to see that.
Quite the attack. And just charging to the front of the court as he usually does, but now with another hit, so just different. And Moscoso now is on offense.
You got to love it, too, with our international players. They just, you can read their lips. They say, no mames.
Yes.
Sapo.
I can lip read in Spanish.
Yeah. Fortunate break here for Moscoso. He's back in the box. Wow.
Ace serve to the left. Point. Good way to get back on track here. For Moscoso, this could be the beginning of another run. Like, he was down in the last game with 2-7, I believe. and he came back to win it. Now this could be a beginning. Let's see. It's just a game of runs.
Yeah, he went on a 9-point run there from Flores, just took the wind out of his sails, looking to repeat here as he's climbing up the hill.
Referee's not stopping it.
And I like the no call there from Allen. That is the right call. It's going to be close like that, and it's to call a hinder, it doesn't give the respect to the pro game that it needs to. Some of this is in the mechanic of screening the shot, but I think Flores, you shouldn't get away with just putting your hand up. So great call. No call from Allen.
Remember, folks, racquetball is a contact sport.
Okay. 3-8, game number 2. Yep. Good
Short
call.
serve.
It's going to be 3 serving 8. Moscoso's second serve has typically been down a high lob that hugs the right wall. Not so much hugging. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
You were expecting that one.
And such creativity, those are not easy shots to handle. They put so much spin, so the way it kicks off that third wall can be difficult. Hence why you see CONRRADO leave his shot up a little bit, and then Flores, with the peace of mind and the ease of the wrist, just pinches the ball for a winner. Better job of maintaining the run of Moscoso, but he's got to get locked in with this first serve here. 8 serving 3. He's just lifting his head just a little bit. Stays down on that ball. That ball will carry across the second line. Yeah, trouble.
Incredible shot.
Once again, Fabio, we talk about this at the pro level. Anything, we don't want the ball really to be hitting the side wall. You definitely don't want the serve coming off the back wall. That should just be bread and butter for any professional, really in the top 16, top 30. Tough.
That's tough.
And his own serve kind of did that to him. He hit a really good serve. Jonathan just quicker to get on the ball before it got closer to the wall. So it sends what we call here in California walking the dog, where it goes sidewall, front wall, and stays along the line. Put a little too much English on the serve.
Short.
The switch up.
Moscoso charging in front, and he's skipping that shot. It seems like he's losing a little bit of patience, and there you go. Timeout taken by CONRRADO Moscoso. Players will take a 1-minute break, and we'll return here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American made.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Fabio Soto with Brian Pineda in the IRT. We are at the 2026 Players Championship here in Orange County at Los Cab, one of my favorite clubs in California. Brian, such history here, such richness in racquetball and royalty. And we're witnessing now, you know, a former #1 player, of course, CONRRADO Moscoso. He's now a #2 ranked player, and maybe a future #1 player in JHONATAN Flores.
You know what? Incorrect, right? We're not Nostradamus, but I'd go ahead and I'd probably sell the sister I don't have to go ahead and gamble and say that we are looking at a future #1 here. I think Flores has everything to be #1. I personally, so I love the crazies, right? I love the Jasons and the Johns and the Sudsies and the Cliffs. Crazies, right? They're just absolutely insane for the game. They have that thing, that little twist. Little screw loose.
So
I want to see that from Flores. Just give me a little more personality.
You got to be a little crazy to be #1.
Oh, 100%. You got to have that look in your eye. You know, like when you give Beltran a bad call
Oh, yeah.
and every body part is going a different direction and he's just looking at you insane. Yeah, that. Ooh, good case.
That's a skip by Moscoso.
And you can smell it in the air, Fabio, after a timeout like that to hit his skip. This is not going in the direction of Moscoso. Everything is smelling like we're going breaker here.
It does. It does. It truly does. For JHONATAN, it's a matter of focus and concentration, just being consistent.
Beauty. Nope.
There's a skip.
And a better serve that time, and he did. And that's what I'm saying. It's so minuscule at this level, just the small basic things. Just something that I saw. He kept his head down, stayed through the shot, and what do you know? The serve carries over the line. And these players know what to do. It's just sometimes we can get a little robotic about it.
That's a short one.
Love the changeup. Imagine he's going to go back to the lob. Nick, he got a skip on the forehand chop. But yeah, back to the lob. Nick, he goes.
Very calmly, very smoothly. I thought CONRRADO was going to go for a pass down the line, but just as effective.
Once again, and we talked about it, right? The go-to shot on the splat is Flores goes cross court, and you'll see Moscoso as he straddles the difference between the left half of the court, and he's just anticipating it. So Flores might want to keep that in the memory bank, that when that shot comes, try it down the line.
Double bounce. Flores is being more consistent. I love the fact that, you know, even though CONRRADO took his timeout, didn't go his way, I don't see Flores losing any focus. And if that was CONRRADO's Moscoso's objective to take Flores out of rhythm, it didn't happen.
Yeah, 11 serving 3 here. Wow.
What a powerful return of serve, cross-court winner.
And that's just going to leave you with an emotion. When you're here live watching it, maybe you can kind of feel it online, but the excitement, like to me, that is what's exciting, is something like that can happen in racquetball. It's so quick. No other sport can offer it.
It's a point.
Good location there, and that's part of what some of these top servers can do, is the way they kick the ball by hitting a little bit of top spin. Instead of the ball hitting the floor and jumping up, kind of stays low and slides. Great location. Yep.
Kill shot, beautiful. Moscoso. I love how he encroached and went all the way. That's the mechanics that Moscoso has. Even though he does some amazing shots from a mechanical standpoint, sometimes he doesn't really need you. That when you're a pro like him and such experience, but he still moves with the basics. Oh, Flores missing that one. Oh, even consoling him. He just hugged him and say, "Oh, man, I'm so sorry." You can know that Flores is a little upset there.
You know what he said, Fabio? Here, let me reenact it while I hold you. He said, "I'm your daddy.
I'm
Good boy."
Good boy. Wow.
He said, "Be nice to Poppy." And they're just going to check the floor here, Fabio. And there's so many people to thank to make this tournament that go on. You know, obviously, brainchild of Rocky Carson, Jerry Hall. You guys have been hearing it all weekend. But if you're here, which if you're listening, I guess you're not, but make your plans for next year, because everything they've done, from the hospitality to making sure that these courts are maintained, to we have the young and up-and-coming future Bruce Buffer, who does the announcements, to just even the ambiance of the whole club itself, having access to the pickleball courts, to the 50-meter Olympic-sized pool, the locker rooms. It's just, they've really gone all out. Great location in sunny California with perfect weather.
Definitely make your plans.
And there will be a year two. And it's only going to get better, my friends. This thing sold out 3 weeks prior.
It did. People who tried to sign up like 10 days before had no opportunity to do so. Ace serve, beautiful. You can hear that racket snap in the left wall. We're still yet to see if a racket can beat the wall at Los Cab.
Right. So this is a 4-0 run here from Moscoso. He's trailing 7-11, but on a roar right now. Comeback. Beautiful.
Hit the crack on the right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind appealing this. Maybe he'll get lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but it is a good shot.
Oh, he is appealing.
Agreed and agreed. Call stands. I don't mind it, though, because something like this, I mean, let's just say it does get overturned. It shouldn't. It was a good shot, just sliced. But I've seen it before where a shot like that's taken away, and it's just a crusher. And the last thing Flores would have needed, as Moscoso's on a 4-0 run, is just a crushing call gone the wrong way. So I don't mind it.
Flores.
Wow. Unreal get. Another unreal. I thought
that was a few inches from the front wall, but a great effort.
I don't care who you are. You have no business getting either one of those. I mean, these are just absolute bullet missiles. And even that should have been a finishing shot. And the fact he even got a racket on it, just incredible, incredible athleticism from Jonathan Flores.
I'm surprised that head referee Alan Atera has not ordered these players to change shirts. I want to take this opportunity to thank the 2026 Players Championship sponsors, our gold level sponsors, KRP Trucking, Sunny Cali Ranch, Los Angeles Legal Solutions, Prime Care, and Bristol Warner Marketplace. Also our silver level sponsors, Reyes Roofing, Rainstorm Group, Frank Hotels, JMB, Real del Valle Tequila, Carson Fitness, and Zeal. Thank you so much for your support, and make sure you check them out on their social media website. Drop them a like, give them a comment. Support those who support us. Thank you so much. Moscoso serving 7-11.
Ooh, just a real nice.
I understand Moscoso's frustration. You know, he got a good drive serve to that corner, and just Flores just hit a bomb and finished it.
So a lot of damage been done. It's now what was once an 8-point lead. given halfway. 4 points added to Conrado's total. 11-7. Flores serving.
Short.
Love the mix-up.
It's a mistake.
And he has, I got to give credit to Flores, though. He's really picked his moments to do that.
Yes.
And both of them have been clearly at the right time as easy forehands for Moscoso, and he skipped. And I love that he's not going to that well. Really picked his spots well with that second serve. Oh.
Just a bullet right there from Flores, and Moscoso can't put a rack on it. I can't handle it. 13 serving 7. Wow.
And it is a good location to your point, Fabio. Really good point, because
Yes.
Moscoso has to make a choice there. It looks like there's going to be so much power it might come off the back wall, but he did have to play it there. That thing was going to die, even though it had such height to it. It started transcending down. Really good shot from Flores. Exactly what Moscoso needed now. He knows he's going to get a decent look here on the second serve. Knows the lob nick is coming. Wow.
Great effort.
Plum City. Yep.
Moscoso taking advantage of it.
And that's just good racquetball right there.
It's lovely.
That's an incredible get from Flores on the back wall. He's waving the spot, will be fine. But yeah, that dotted line, and every player has their go-to shot, something they can hit in their sleep. For Moscoso, it's going to be that just open stance, kind of angled to the corner. Typically a splat, that time finds the crotch of the corner.
And you can tell when he's preparing to execute, when he charges that front wall like a bull.
Favorite spot? Look at that. Wow. Telling you, when it's right there, that's what he wants every single time. Pretty decent serve, not his best one yet. Flores just misses the ceiling ball as it got caught short in Plum City.
I think Flores is kind of calculating if he needs a timeout, because 2 times he asked for the score of the match. 8-13. Strategically going to ask for a timeout if he needed right now.
Tough.
That's an ace.
That's an ace.
That's an ace serve. Oh, he's going to peel the serve. Let's see what the judges say.
He's just going to take some time here. He knows it's
one
good.
up, yeah. Call stands.
He
He's
knows
lost
it's
the
good.
appeal.
He's just getting him off a little bit of a rhythm right here. He's
9.
checking for the timeout. But really, he's got a little bit of flexibility here, because calling it too soon with the kind of run that Moscoso can make, I think he can play this up to 11 if it continues.
If it continues, but, you know, he's thinking about it very, very hard.
Yeah.
9-13. Maybe double digits for him is the time to go.
Yeah, because a lot of game left.
4-point lead still for Flores.
Skip.
That's a skip.
And what do you know, Fabio? I said this. God, I feel so good when I get it right. It sucks when we're wrong when we try to call it. The first time he leaves it up, right? And finally what he does, a splat down the line. And what does he get? A skip. He gets a side out. So finally makes the adjustment instead of going cross court on that. He really needs to connect here on the drive serve. This is a big point for him. Needs to put some pressure.
Three wall. Down the line.
So good. The body work. I mean, the shot's going to be the shot, but how he used his body to get him out of position. Flores tried jumping in his jock strap, still couldn't get there as Moscoso hits a perfect shot and a much-needed side out. He's coming in the box at 9, serving 13, game number 2.
These little towel cleanups help a lot with their breathing, with their momentum. Have time to think about it. Look at Flores right now. He's taking his time. He's thinking about what he's going to do. thinking about execution.
You know, Fabio, for everyone that's at home that couldn't be here, obviously Rafa House had a table set up, and a lot of people got some good education on the nonprofit that the Players Championship has paired up with. You know, we would encourage you to visit Rafa House online.
Yeah.
Check out their website, see all the good work they're doing in something that is such a pivotal and hot topic, unfortunately, in today's world about trafficking. So just check out Rafa House, you guys. They're the partner nonprofit that the Players Championship has paired up with. Anyways, back the action, game number 2, Moscoso serving 9-13.
That's an ace serve.
Check the ball.
Oh, broken ball. Wow. And I thought he hit a powerful serve. Yep. Wow. And when that happens with a good serve that looks like it's going to go to an ace, it's just heartbreaking for the server.
Yeah. And this is like any new ball. It's going to have a little film that's going to be on there. This ball is prone like any new ball. It's going to just have a little bit of a slide to it till it's fully broken in. Now is a good time for a drive serve. Just really let it kick. I would lean into this one if I were Moscoso, put a little extra cheddar on it. And he tried to. Love that. Just comes up short. So his go-to second serve, Fabio, has been this high lob that hugs the right side. It hasn't quite hugged the last 2 he's hit. He, too, has not mixed up the second serve. Let's see what he does. He sticks with it. More of a hug there. Wow. It was really dealt nicely with Flores. Somehow was able to pick it off the wall. A little bit of a pressure shot there from about 36, 37 feet back. Didn't splat like he was going for. And a good timeout here from Flores at 10, serving 13. We're going to take a break in the action. You're watching IRT Live.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here with the continuation of game number 2. Jonathan Flores leading CONRRADO Moscoso 13-10. Timeout taken by both players. So we're in it to the end, Brian, because no more timeouts left. CONRRADO has good rhythm. He's only down by 3. But it's going to be a long, grueling 3 points for him to catch up to Flores. Right now, rhythm is in the hands of Moscoso.
We talked about the timeout coming around 11 points.
Yeah.
But based on how things were going, I don't mind the timeout at 10. But now he's got to bear down. He's stuck in the cage. Both players have used their timeout, I believe. Yeah, see, they're still trying to get some of that film off. It's definitely sliding, as any new ball would do. Such a big side out here for Flores if he can get it. Moscoso more than likely sticking to that hugging right side wall serve. Did justice on the last one, got what he wanted. Taking his time. Oh, wow.
Wow. That's called a side out. That was too close to call for the front court. I just didn't see what was going on because it's ball right in front of both of them. CONRRADO, he's looking at his camp.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh,
yeah,
he's appealing. He's appealing the double bounce from Flores. I'm not seeing. Sideline judge from the right disagrees. Disagree.
Wow.
Call overturned. The call is overturned. Wow. Good use of an appeal. (11-13). Wow.
Okay.
That was this very smart call by CONRRADO's camp.
Beautiful serve.
And it just stuck to the right wall. And not only did he try to hit the wall, he hit the paint right of that white wall. And now Moscoso within one, 12-13.
And this has just been a mini stage comeback here from Moscoso, and he's trying to break the ice at the right time. 1 point away from tying up. He serves 12, serving 13. He'd love to get off the court in 2 here. And it's just a clean winner there. So needed that.
Yeah.
13-12 Favio needs to connect here with the serve more than ever. Does not want to serve a second serve here to Moscoso.
Oh. Screen serve called. Wide angle. I love it.
Yeah, so I don't like the fact that they're the picture in the back. So that front wall, the submarine window right there.
Yeah.
The light's coming through and they're moving back there. It's definitely distracting.
I know what you're talking about. There's a, yeah.
Just all of a sudden they started doing it. Looks like Favio's on the beat.
Pablo's going to
talk to
go
him.
On the back and
just needs to be covered. You know,
yeah, it needs to be
no
covered.
big deal. It's a pro match, semifinals, super close. Make sure the pictures come out really good.
Yeah. 12 serving 13. Yeah, we can tell that he's selling something. There you go. It's covered.
Okay. Conrrado, no doubt, going for a knife to the heart with a crack ace serve. The gamble is it comes up short. He's had some pretty good results with this second serve, not this one.
Whoa, beautiful shot. Wow.
The calm, steady shooter with Moscoso in front of you has to be perfect.
Talk about nonchalant, man.
Yeah, just no big deal, man.
This match has been going on for over an hour and 30 minutes. I told you at the beginning of the broadcast, it's going to be a chess match. And it has not disappointed any of us at all. Crowd here is still loving it. Even Cain Wozlenchik and Rodrigo Montoya, who are up next, they're watching the match.
Wow.
Talk about nonchalant and in your face again.
So good. The splat that didn't splat came out slower than it when it went in. Flores a little frustrated with it. He just took the ball a little too soon, didn't let it quite drop in. And now it's Moscoso more than ever who needs to connect here.
I want to thank everyone for watching, tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed. Keep following us on social media. This is Super Saturday. Remember, coming up next, second semifinal, Rodrigo Montoya and Cain Wozlenchik. And at 6 p.m., we're going to have the final here on Super Saturday, the men's pro singles. I think Flores is asking something of the referee. He's appealing something. Wait, hold on. Yes, he's appealing something. Not sure what Alan Natera said, but he Flores appealed something, and both referees agreed with the ref. 12 serving 13, and this may be a breaking point now, Brian, because I don't see Flores happy with that call, and he's not letting it go mentally.
There it
Ace.
is.
Wow. 13-13. Moscoso coming back from great odds. And he's done many times before, Brian.
And I like that he went away from the crack, and I'd actually really appreciate if he'd go for the crack now, but I like that he just got the serve in with some good power.
High lob to the right. Good serve by Moscoso. He got it. Oh, Moscoso.
Wow. Incredible get from Flores. The pressure.
I love the crowd how it went all in awe right now.
Yeah. Well, because you can feel it, right? The best part about being at a tournament is you can connect with the players. When they allow you and they get emotional and you know how big the moments are, you know how hard they're playing, you get the opportunity to connect, and it makes racquetball so romantic that way.
Try to go for that forehand shot on the right. You know, Jonathan, at the beginning of this match, he was having some successful drive serves to Conrrado's forehand. Dear Lord. What was that, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, he didn't disguise it. You knew he was going there.
I thought Indiana Jones was cracking the whip in there when I heard that shot.
Yeah, and one thing to take away, and we're not saying that this match is done yet, but I can tell you right now at this point in juncture, if I were coaching Flores, the very first thing we're working on is the serve. Because at this level, this is who you're going to start playing. Even in the quarters, it's getting tighter. Your serving percentage has to be up 75% at least. Perfect serve.
Ace. Match point number 1, 14-13. What a comeback so far it has been up to this point for Conrrado Moscoso.
Yeah, you can drill shots all day long. But it's the one time in a rally where you have complete control of the ball, and if you're not taking care of that at this level, this is the result you're going to get.
For the match, Moscoso.
Woo!
Boom!
Wow.
Wow. What a victory. Moscoso coming back from so far down. Now 15-13, 15-10 scoring game one. Awesome, Brian.
Yeah, no, it had everything in that match. Like I said, you know, if we got to be critical, it's obviously the serve that got away from Jonathan that ultimately is going to give him a result like this. But what a great showing. The guy who's really been storming the IRT in CONRRADO Moscoso. It was 13 and 13. So great showing there from Flores, but awesome we see CONRRADO move on to the finals. And we're going to get you guys an interview as soon as we can with the man who's been storming the 2025-2026 season on CONRRADO Moscoso. Stick around.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
CONRRADO, I don't know what to say. I mean,
Me too.
you love drama. You like to keep us in the edge of our seats. You like to have us with our heart pounding the whole time. You came back from both games. You were down, I believe, 2-7 in the first one, and you came back to win. In this one, you were down with 3-11. What was going through your mind first off?
No, my life is a drama. Always, always in rock over my life, but nothing. I started a little low for my shots and selection for my serves, but I changed the plan in middle match. The first match, I can a little more concentration and focus for my select shots and my serve. And nothing. This obviously concentration for the all points. With Jonathan is a great player, a fast player, an impressive player, but the plan is the focus and concentration for the shots and select shots and the serves.
Well, CONRRADO, again, congratulations. And, you know, we have some more questions from fans that will be going online to get to know you and every other player better. First question is, who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Oh, okay, is obviously Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
And I need another. This is another great player. Not great player, absolutely not. But I love the strong, amazing play and the focus. Is Nick Kyrgios.
Kyrgios.
Is my hero.
Awesome. What's your favorite music genre?
I like all music, all people music, but my favorite in Bolivia is the folklore.
Okay.
Maybe la cabanda. I like the cumbia. I like the pop. It's amazing and obviously and rap.
Okay. What's your favorite meal? What do you like to eat better?
I have more. I don't have more, but I have more.
Yeah, more? Okay.
Yeah.
What was the last book you read?
Oh, I have a one. This is in the middle. I read recent. It said this is the history for the Cthulhu.
Okay.
It's a book for my girlfriend. It's amazing.
Okay. And if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
On a flight.
Flight?
On a flight.
Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the semifinal, and he will play the final tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. CONRRADO Moscoso coming up next. Rodrigo Montoya, Kane Wasalenchuk on IRT Live.